Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be on what to do when you don't feel like you are where you're supposed to be in life. We have all felt like this before. If you say you haven't, you're lying and the truth is not in you. But we've all felt like that, whether you just turned 25 and you're like, I should be further along than I am now. Or if you feel like I'm 30, I thought I will be married with kids right now. Isn't it so crazy that we always have an unrealistic sense of where we're supposed to be? Like, who tells us we're supposed to be married with kids at 30? Who tells us we're supposed to be in a relationship at 21, 25 or whatever? Who makes up these rules for us? I feel like as humans, we're always chasing what could be whilst neglecting what is. Are you waiting to start living? All we have is right now. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow's a mystery. You can't change yesterday, nor can you comprehend the future. The only thing certain is this very moment. Right here, right now. A year is made up of 365 2 days. 365 right now. Right now you are in control, and right now you have the power to choose. And another thing that I feel like especially us millennials need to do is take our time. I really believe that everything worth happening happens slowly. Like with my personal weight loss journey, I know that I cannot work out once, then look in the mirror and expect my perfect body just to be there. It doesn't work like that, and if I did expect that, I would just give up. But I understand that everything worth having and maintaining happens slowly. And you have to have in your mind that today counts. That this exercise that I'm doing right now is adding up to my future perfect body. It's not useless, it's part of the picture. And when you think like that, you will persevere. And I feel like the best advice for anyone that's going through anything right now is to keep on going. Keep on going. If you're going through, then go through it, because once you go through, you come out the other end. And I really feel like we have to understand that we cannot microwave success. You cannot take an elevator to success. You have to take the stairs. We have to really become okay with going slowly, with things happening slowly and when they're supposed to in the right time. It's like when you look back a year ago or 2 years ago, I can guarantee you're in a completely different place than you were 2 years ago, and you can't even believe all that has happened once you look back on your 2 years. You didn't realize that every moment was adding up to the present that you see right now. Everything does not happen in an instant. Most of our lives are progressive. We go from one thing to the other, to the other, to the other, to the other. You never really shoot from A to Z. It's a process. Life is a journey. You walk it, you don't sprint it. And a quote from Mama Joyce, no, not Mama Joyce, from Real Housewives of Atlanta. Y'all know she ain't got no quotes, alright? Mama Joyce, as in Joyce Meyer, always says, I'm not where I want to be, but thank God I'm not where I used to be. And last week I had the pleasure of going to the Hillsong conference, and the pastor was basically preaching about where we are now and where we want to be, and how there's a gap between those two places. And sometimes it can become so frustrating and depressing whilst you're in that gap, where you're expecting something more, you're wanting something more, you're hoping for something more, but you remain where you are. And he said that that can be really frustrating until you look back on where you've come from, and that where you've come from is so much more further than the gap between where you are and where you want to be. So always look back and gaze and remember where you came from. You have to be thankful continuously for where we've come from, whilst being excited about where we're going. But I feel like there's somewhere even more important to be thankful for, and it is right now. It's this present moment, the only moment that we have control of, and it's right now. Like, there's something so peaceful about being in the present and feeling everything where we are right now. I feel like a lot of us live in a perpetual state of unconsciousness. Like, you've washed your hands, but you haven't really washed your hands. Your mind was elsewhere. Like, when was the last time you can remember actually being in that moment of go up and you wash your hands and you're actually washing, and you're actually present in this moment. You're feeling the soap, you're feeling your arms, you're feeling it. Most of us, our minds are in flipping Timbuktu. Like, we're not even present. We don't actually appreciate the right here and right now. How many times have you had a conversation with someone, you could be looking dead right into their eyes, but you completely zone out? It's like That's So Raven, and you come back and you're like, wait, hold on, what did you just say? I actually completely missed it. Like, you were there physically, but in your mind, you were somewhere else. Like, you were absent. Your mind transported you to somewhere else, and for that glimpse of a moment in time, you just was not present in that moment. And you're probably thinking, what's wrong with that? I'm sure it happens to everybody. Yeah, true, but I don't believe that it's a place you want to live. Like, how many times are you going to eat your food without actually tasting your food? Or how many times are you gonna have to replay your favorite song because you forgot to listen? All of these things are signs that you are not present. You're here, but you're not here. So this is your wake-up call. Wake up, be present in the moment. Understand that this present moment right now is a gift. The fact that you are sitting here, standing here, watching me is a gift. The present moment is a gift. Do not take it for granted. And you don't want to spend your life constantly missing moments because you're just not present. You're in the past, you're in the future. And when I'm speaking about future and past, it may not even have to be like your past as in when you were 5 years old. It could be just last week or yesterday. And when I'm speaking about your future, it doesn't have to be 10 years from now. It can be just tomorrow. What am I going to do tomorrow? What needs to be done tomorrow? What am I going to accomplish tomorrow? Tomorrow. Jesus said, take no thought for tomorrow, for sufficient are the troubles of today. All you really have right now in this moment is right now. And I'm sure some of us have heard this quote. And it says, if you are depressed, you're living in the past. If you are anxious, you're living in the future. And this is one of my favorite books, and it's called The Power of Now. And if you guys have been following my videos, you will know that I talked about this in my self-love video. This is one of my favorite books, and it talks about being present. And that's why I like it so much, because Lord knows I need to be present. Come on, somebody. And it says in this book, which I love so much, unease, anxiety, tension, stress, worry, all forms of fear are caused by too much future and not enough presence. Guilt, regret, resentment, grievances, sadness, bitterness, and all forms of non-forgiveness are caused by too much past and not enough presence. So that just tells me to erase or to eradicate these feelings is to be present in this moment, in the moments that you can control, which are right now. The moral of the story is, whatever your hand finds to do it with all of your strength, do it with all of your might, and do it with all of your power, and commit to being present. Commit to feeling everything that you do. Commit to every action that you take. Even if you sweep your hair back, feel that. Be present in everything that you do. Honestly, you'll have so much more joy and so much more peace with everything that you're doing. And when you're fully present in every action, you realize that 1, this present moment is all you have, and 2, it counts. So the question remains for you to answer. What can I do right now that will add value to my future? Do I need to get off Instagram and watch a video on how to build a business? Do I need to stop watching Love and Hip Hop and read a book on how to manage my finances? Do I need to stop taking girls on meaningless dates and save that money towards my future mortgage? How am I preparing now for the future that I want? If you continue to do what you've always done, your future will be no better than your past or your present. And you'll have enough reason to be like, my life is absolutely you'll have more than enough reason to fear. So 2 questions you need to ask yourself. Where do I want to be, and how do I get there? Because you will get somewhere. Just make sure it's the place that you aimed for and not the place you settled for. You are in control of right now. So take control and make the best of this present moment, because eventually today will be a memory, and what you did today will either help or hinder your future. That's all I've got. Until next time, guys. Bye.